Welcome back to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media. I am in the studio with the illustrious Quan, my hostess with the mostest, and I've been speaking with Barbara Beatty and Johnny Parr. They've been talking about how to make money off of using fantastic plastic.
Oh yeah, if plastic, you gotta have money with it.
Right.
Break up the
So
plastic.
during the commercial break, we were talking about that. You know, when you have plastic in your hand, you feel like, especially if it's a credit card, where you have an unlimited amount of money and you can just spend all you want until
until stocked.
until they decline you. So you've got this program, and it's you're at the pre-launch stage with this.
Yes.
How'd you get involved?
Well, we got involved through another business acquaintance of ours, and he introduced us to us, and we did our due diligence and went out and checked everything out. And after looking at it, we started getting very excited, because after you start realizing that this is something that you do every day. I mean, we all have a debit card. We all are swiping that debit card constantly, going to the ATM, paying our bills, buying gas, going out to eat, whatever you do, whatever transaction you do. And when you start realizing that MasterCard has been making all this money off of you, that a lot of people don't realize actually how many fees and stuff are actually attached to these cards. And to give you an example of that, just this morning on TV, we watched a little clip or special on TV about prepaid credit cards, how the government is starting to step in now because these credit card companies are charging such exorbitant fees that they're trying to start controlling it. And they made the statement on there that there's 23 million people just in the United States right now that use prepaid debit cards. Now, when you take that in consideration, and you take all the people that have a bank, that's actually a prepaid debit card too, because you're having your money deposited into that bank, and they're giving you a debit card just to use your money. And the reason they do that is because they do make hundreds of thousands of dollars out of all these transactions in a day. So that's where ASW has come up with a program where we can share in that wealth. And if you want to get involved with this and be able to have the money flowing back to you instead of the credit card or the bank making all the money, we're going to share the wealth with MasterCharge. They're going to share those fees with us, where we can start collecting those fees. And one of the examples that I always give is that I'm sure you remember back when the banking industry was in trouble and everything, and you heard all these salaries that these executives were making. I mean, millions of dollars. I mean, they were getting bonuses sometimes that were larger than what most people's paychecks were for a week, much less a year. And so where did all that come from? It come from all these swipes of these credit cards and debit cards. And so now what we're doing is we're giving you an opportunity to share in this wealth, in this transfer of funds.
I'd like to add to that, the person that was speaking this morning on that show was Gail King, Oprah's dear friend, who is a newscaster. And one of the safety features of our card that I'm extremely impressed with, the little 3-digit code on the back, the CVV code, there is a way to change that, you, the card holder, at will. It will be voice activated, and you can change it. So let's say you're traveling and you've just been in another country, you can disable it in other places so it can't be used while you're elsewhere. Or if you've just been in a restaurant, you didn't like the way they handled your card and you had a bad feeling when you left. I've had my identity stolen once before, so it doesn't feel very good. It took me 2 years to fix. But it would have been nice to have a way to voice activate, disable that card immediately. It was on a card. I was in Mexico, and I went into a jewelry store, and it was just one of those things. I couldn't get the salesman to bring my card back right away. It was a nice store, and that couldn't happen with this card. It's a wonderful safety feature. It's also insured for $10,000 per card. So if you're doing payroll and you're a small company, that's great. If you're a larger company, make sure that if you're going to deposit more than $10,000 on a card, that you have more than one card. And we do have the educational modules that go with this. And in each program, there are educational financial modules and marketing modules and things that we all need in all of our businesses from every walk of life that there is.
Yeah, it seems like it covers a lot of territory because you're talking about, for the consumer, being able to just basically get some money back on something that you're already doing.
Yes.
If you're an entrepreneurial person, then you can work this as a business.
Yes.
Basically, as an entrepreneur, how do you present this to people?
I present the educational modules that go with this. There's 3 levels to come in, and at the lowest level, at Gold Card, you get the gold modules that go with it, and it teaches people and it helps people be more financially responsible. If you come in at a higher level, which we did, there's a mid-level too, which is diamond, and you'll get 3 cards. You can actually sell off the other 2 cards, keep 1 and sell 2, or if you have 3 people in your family. This would have been very handy for me when my granddaughters were in college. They finally got out last year, but I was constantly transferring money. So, those fees again. That third way, the highest level is $1,050, and you get all of your modules at the gold, the diamond, and the platinum level, as well as 7 MasterCards, ASW, American Standard Wallet MasterCards. And each one you can give to your family members. You can have your employees use it. If you have family out of the country and you're going to be transferring money back and forth, it's wonderful to give them a card. There will be a phone app where you can just transfer it with the click of a button. It's a smart card to go with your smartphone.
So is this new card, once you join, you say ASW is a company name, and you have to apply new cards, or you're using existing credit cards from any banks?
I'm glad you asked that question.
I totally have many questions.
We named our business debitcardmoney.com, so it's easy to remember and easy to get to, and we have some videos on there that explain more about it. Debitcardmoney.com. The card that's already in your wallet is not connected in our membership plan.
Okay.
So to have it count in our membership plan, you would want to go through us or through another member in the community.
So we'll pull your credit scores.
Yep.
If you apply 3 credit cards, you pull 3 times, or just pull once?
Doesn't
No.
pull at all.
No, answer your previous question. ASW is American Standard Wallet.
Wallets.
And they deal with MasterCard. American Standard Wallet has actually been around since 2005. They've been doing business with MasterCard for over 11 years now, so they're a very well established company with MasterCard. They know what they're doing and they do it right. Plus Profits is our marketing arm of American Standard Wallet, or ASW, and that's the part where we're being issued a new debit card under American Standard Wallet, and that's what makes it where you can share in the wealth, because our American Standard Wallet has set up this deal with MasterCard instead of where it's kind of like you're partners with the bank and you share the wealth instead of the bank being the one, or the big credit card companies that just go after you strictly for credit. To answer your other question, there is, because this is a prepaid debit card, you have to put your own money on it.
Yes.
So there is no credit checks. You don't even have to have a Social Security card to get one of these. All we have to do is join the business and apply for the card, and you get the card immediately. You can, just like she said, we're getting a phone app that goes along with this. We have all the cutting edge technical securities that go with this, with the voice recognition, with the one-time CVC code transfers. The card also has the new technology of the chip in it.
It's a ground floor opportunity. We're near the end of the segment here, but I want you to really quickly plug how people can get in contact with you if they want to learn more about the business opportunity. Or
our website is debitcardmoney.com. That's debitcardmoney.com. There's also a short 4-minute message if you just like to listen on the phone for a brief overview of 307-201-4736. If you want to listen to that 4-minute segment and leave us a message at the end of us, we'll be glad to get back with you and answer any questions that you have.
Yeah, this is a ground floor opportunity, and that's a real key in business sometimes, is if you get something before it becomes popular and you get involved, you can really ride the wave to success. And I know the two of you are going to do very well. When you're talking bank cards, are you kidding me? They're not going away. If anything, we are going to be in more of a moneyless society in the future, and so I think you're both going to do very well.
Billions dollars, fractional.
All right. Anyway, we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we have a lady named Kathleen Kingston. She's going to be coming in to talk about an event that's coming up that's going to be powerful, have a powerful impact on the community. And Raquel B. Sharper now is going to be coming in too.
Sound familiar, Mrs. Sharper?
We'll be back in a few minutes with more of the guy Dawson.